Welcome to the Reports Analysis Division web video series on FECFile, the Commission's free electronic filing software. This video will walk you through the process of entering two of the most common receipt transactions into a report: a contribution received from an individual and a contribution received from another federal committee. Before starting, you will need to open your existing committee database in FECFile. Remember to use your existing committee file rather than creating a new one. Also have the Getting Started with FECFile user manual for PAC and Party committees on hand. And it may be helpful to watch the previous videos in this series if you haven't done so already. Useful resources can be found on the Commission's website or in the About section below. Beginning at your report screen, you will see a list of the reports your committee has created in your data file. To enter transactions into a specific report, highlight the report, then click the Summary Page tab. If the tab is not visible, simply click on the Display Summary Page icon in the toolbar. This will display the summary page for the selected report, in this case the April Quarterly Report. Here you will see the categories of financial activity on the Form 3X. Contributions received from individuals should be reported on line 11A of the Form 3X. To enter a transaction on this line, highlight line 11A in the Summary Page tab, then right-click to choose New. Note, you can also double-click on the line to bring up this box. You'll advance to the Individual Contribution box where you'll enter the required information for this transaction. Let's start by entering the name of the contributor, last name, comma, first name. If their name does not appear in the box below, you will have to enter their identification information before you can add the transaction details. Since this contributor isn't in our database, hit the Tab key on your keyboard and you'll advance to the Individual Organization Information screen. Check to make sure the type field says Individual Other than a Candidate. If this does not appear, click the drop-down box and select this option. Now we can continue entering the address, occupation, and employer for the individual contributor. Once you have entered the information for an individual, the software will pull from the individual and organization database to save you time so you do not have to fill out the form for future transactions. Click OK once you're done. You will be taken back to the individual contribution screen and can enter in the date and amount for this contribution. Please note, the check number and account identifier boxes are for internal bookkeeping purposes and do not appear on the face of the report. Once this information is entered, click OK and you'll return to the Summary Page screen. You will notice the amount of the contribution appears in the This Period Itemized column next to line 11A. This is because the contribution from this individual was over $200 and therefore must be itemized. Keep in mind, for a contribution from an individual that has not reached the $200 itemization threshold, this amount will appear in the This Period Unitemized column. Now, let's move on to entering a receipt from a political action committee. To do this, double-click on line 11C, Contributions from Other Political Committees. You'll advance to the Political Committee Contribution box. To enter the committee's information, click once in the Name field and hit the Tab key on your keyboard. First, you will need to ensure you have the correct committee type selected. In this case, we are disclosing a contribution from another PAC and should have Political Action Committee selected. Once the committee type is selected, you can save time by using the lookup feature to access an FEC database of official committee information. This feature allows you to easily fill out the name, address, and committee ID. Click the Lookup button and the FEC ID lookup window will appear. Scroll through the list or click anywhere and begin typing the name of the campaign committee. Then click once on the entry when you find it. Select the Copy All button to copy all applicable information, then click OK. All the committee's information should now be filled in. Keep in mind, the lookup feature only contains the information for federally registered candidates and committees. Click OK to return to the transaction. You should now enter the date and amount for this contribution. Click OK to return to the summary page. You can now see the amount of your PAC contribution listed next to 11C in the This Period Itemized column. This is because contributions from other political committees are itemized regardless of amount. At this time, it's a good idea to save your data set to ensure no information is lost. The easiest way to do this is to click the Save Your Report and Recent Activity icon on the toolbar. You can also choose File, then Save. Once you've entered activity into your report, you can use the Print Preview function to view what your transactions will look like on the actual Form 3X. To do this, click the printer icon on the toolbar. This will bring up a PDF showing a paper copy of your report, which you may print for your records if you wish. Congratulations! You've just learned how to enter some of the most common receipts in FECFile. As you continue to explore the software, I encourage you to watch the next videos in the series to learn more about FECFile and empower yourself to file your reports easily and accurately. For links seen in the video, please refer to the About section below. Thanks for watching!